So today, I'm going to walk you through a call that I made to an individual on a deal that we made $50,000 on. It was an assignment deal. Initially, we were going to take it down and buy it ourselves, but we were like, if we could just simply get in and out and just sign it, make a quick 50K, that's a no-brainer. So we were able to pull it off. But I really love going back to see how that initial conversation went and everything. For training purposes, of course, but just for self-evaluation. I want to see what I did correctly and what I could have worked on, in the call and everything. So I want to take y'all with me. I have not went back to listen to it fully yet. I just listened to the intro and I was like, oh, this is the one. I finally found it. So let's go ahead and take a listen. And just real quick, this is me following up with the lead after our cold caller spoke with them previously. Actually, no, it was our texter. It was a text lead.
Hello.
Hey, Mr. Douglas, this is Benjamin. I was just reaching out about the conversation you had with Miss.
Real quick, you always want to assume that the person who answers the phone is the person you're looking for.
Kim, earlier today, or not too long, a couple hours ago, regarding your property.
Right.
Yes, sir. So she mentioned I had a brief conversation in regards to possibly selling the property. She told me that you were thinking about it. I was just trying to find out a little bit more information because basically, in a nutshell, we're just looking to purchase some more property, and that was our reason for reaching out initially.
So I always want to let them know, who I am, why I'm calling, and just the reason I'm reaching out. Because you can tell he was like, okay.
Okay.
So I mean, have you been thinking about selling for a while, or what's going on?
Yeah, we've been thinking about selling it.
Okay. And is this are you living there, or is it vacant, or rented?
Well, part-time we're there. I'm working in Dallas right now.
Got you. Okay.
Motivation already, so he's out of town. So I'm gonna dive. I think I'm gonna dive into it. We'll see into that motivation.
So you're working in Dallas. Do you live in Dallas as well, kind of, or just?
No, I've got a travel trailer up here. I travel back and forth.
Oh, got you. Yeah, I have some family in Dallas as well. They should be headed back to Houston soon, possibly. I mean, with all the COVID going on, they're thinking about actually staying in Dallas for a little longer.
Definitely, I always use COVID as a icebreaker and everything. You can tell I got them laughing and everything. I hate to say this, but I don't have family in Dallas like I said I did. I just used that as a tool for building rapport.
I mean, we're like a hotspot now here in Houston. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess you have the same thoughts.
Got them laughing.
Yeah. Okay.
Who are you with?
So we're not with anybody. It's really just my wife and I. We're not like one of the huge we buy ugly house type of people you see on TV. We're literally just local buyers just looking to purchase some property.
So whenever they ask who I'm with, I never give the company name. I've done that in the past and we've gotten sued. So don't give out your company name unless you know for a fact they're not going to sue you and they're not professional litigators. And also you see, I let them know that we're just local buyers looking to purchase some property. I always want them to know that we're not the big boys in town. We're just the local buyers, very familiar with the area, just looking to purchase some property.
Yeah, so we're not like the big corporation or anything like that. We're more smaller scale, but we're looking to purchase in the area. So you're off and on living there. Are you do you have any kind of timeline to sell? Are you any kind of time crunch or anything?
No, I mean, we'd like to sell in the next 2 months, but
2 months. Okay.
Yeah.
And I mean, what's the reasoning for selling? Are you just tired of dealing with the property, or?
Well, I don't think I'll ever go back to live in Houston.
Woo! That's motivation. So from the jump, we already know he's traveling back and forth for work in Dallas, and he just said that he's never gonna live in Houston anymore. So that's huge. And just real quick, in these calls, I really try to get the main 4 pillars that I learned from TTP, Brent Daniels. Great guy, great program. Motivation, asking price, timeline, and condition. That's the main things I'm trying to get. And build rapport. And set the appointment.
Really? Got you. So you like Dallas that much?
Well, no, because it's hot as hell up here.
Yeah. Agreed.
But, it's just work related.
Got you. Okay. Okay. So yeah, she. I don't think she got any condition of the property. What's the condition of the property? What are we working with at all?
It's pretty good. I mean, for the most part, the only thing I can tell you probably would want to replace the carpet.
Carpet.
But,
Okay.
but the walls and everything are in good shape.
Got you.
The house was beautiful. If you're familiar with Houston, it was up in the Conroe area on the outskirts of the Woodlands.
I mean, there's virtually no cracks in that house. We've lived in it since it was new.
Oh wow. Wow. Okay.
And foundation must be pretty good on it because it hadn't moved.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I mean, being in Texas, there's always foundation issues, but I mean, that's a blessing that y'all don't even have cracks. Like that's good.
No.
So in Texas, I always use Texas and hard soil, hard clay ground that we have for building rapport and just talking about foundations and everything. So I'm telling him that, man, he's blessed that his house doesn't have any cracks or any signs of foundation issues. Just pouring in on the rapport building.
Nothing at all. It was built on select fill, so he did a pretty good job when he put that foundation in.
Oh, nice. So how long was it? How long ago did you guys get it built?
20 years.
Oh, wow.
Built 20 years ago.
20 years, got you. And it's I'm looking online. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, about 2,600 square feet ish.
Nah, it's probably 27, close to 28.
So whenever I'm on the phone with sellers, I always pull up on Google, always pull up their home, their house, just so I can confirm, the bedrooms, bath, square footage, and everything.
Oh wow. Okay.
Pretty big game room upstairs and a big bedroom over the garage.
Okay.
And the garage is oversized in that house.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, it looks like there's a window on the right side of the garage. It looks like there's a window on the right side of the garage.
Yeah, it's about, I don't know, 5-6 feet on that side and about 18 inches 2 foot on the other.
Another benefit or pro to pulling up the property online while you're talking with them, you could point out things that you see in the street images of the property, just to help build rapport and of course find out more about the property. If there's a car there, oh, so is that your red truck right there and everything? If they're on a corner lot, oh, you're on a nice large corner lot.
Okay.
But it's deep. I had an F-250 crew cab, but it did have a short bed and I could get in the garage.
Easy.
Shut the door.
Oh wow, that says a lot.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. So is the property next door to you to the left, is it still vacant, or is that your property?
No, it doesn't belong to me anymore. I sold it about 10, 12 years ago.
Oh wow. Okay.
And the guy that owns the house on the other side of that property owns that land.
Oh wow. So you're smack dab right in the middle.
Right. Well, he's not going to build on it according to him.
Oh,
He
okay.
just wanted it. He built it
So right now I'm just letting them talk, you know, just gathering more information. Yeah, really just listening.
Boy, a pitching cage in there.
Oh, nice. That's one of my dreams, because I grew up playing baseball in high school and college, and I've always wanted to have my own pitching cage, my own mound, and everything. So that's cool.
And that's why you get him talking. So he brought up baseball, ding, 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 in my head. Since I'm a former baseball player, I'm going to talk all day about baseball.
Cool.
Yeah, he's got one built out there. I pitched when I was in high school and
Nice.
and went to work instead of going to college. So.
Understood. You got to do what you got to do, you know?
Right.
Yeah. So basically, in regards to the property, it's a pretty well kept property. There's no foundation or plumbing, roof, electrical, any major items at all.
No, the only thing is we had a small leak in the downstairs bedroom closet, and I need to fix that.
Okay. Do you know what it's from at all? Maybe a pipe upstairs?
Well, I need to look and see. I need to open that ceiling up and see what's up there.
That was literally the only thing. That and just a little updating, but just one leak in the closet. A little updating, slap some paint on there. The people who bought the property, they did it very nice. Very nice. I'll try to find it and show y'all at the end.
Maybe a copper line, but I'm not sure. It's either that or a vent pipe.
Okay. Got you. Okay, well, yeah, thank you for that info. Because, I know you're not a contractor, but, what would you estimate the rehab cost would be to get the property in, like, maybe 2020 standards or so, if you had to throw out a ballpark? It sounds like just cosmetic, really.
That's a great line. You know, I know you're not a contractor, but what do you think it'll take to get it up to 2020 standards or 2021 standards now? You know, it lets them know, hey, they could be a little off on the price, but it really softens it up and lets them, you know, really give out the true thoughts on the property's condition.
Well, that's all it's going to be.
Okay.
The house is 2020 standard now.
Oh, okay. Got it. Okay. Well, yeah, like I said, in a nutshell, my wife and I don't know if Kim told you, but we purchase properties as is. You know, we purchase them pretty quickly. Usually it's about a month and a half, give or take, you know, depending on if the title's clear, and everything. So you told me that you're looking to possibly in the next month or two.
Right.
Possibly? Okay. And the main reason is just because work, and you're possibly thinking about not coming back to Houston, correct?
Right.
So now I'm just retelling him what he told me on the reasoning why he wants to sell, like his motivation. And it also proves to the sellers that you're listening effectively.
Right.
Got you. Okay. So, like, when you're not here, like, for instance, right now, is there somebody else occupying the property, or is it just vacant?
No, I've got some people watching it.
Oh, okay. Good. Yeah, I'm always making sure, you know, to have some eyes on the properties whenever you're out of town and everything. So that's always good.
Yeah.
Okay. So I know you and Ms. Kim, you mentioned about $250. That's what you're looking to get for the property.
Yeah, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Okay. Out of curiosity.
So I just reiterated what he initially said in regards to the price on when he was texting our VA. And I think I'm about to get a little more deeper into it.
Are other properties selling for about that much in the neighborhood, or where did the $250 come from?
I'm asking where he got the 250 from, you know. So Mr. Seller, okay, great, understood. Are other similar properties selling for about that range? Great question.
Oh, they're about the same. I think if you look it up, you'll find out that I'm probably on the low end per square foot.
Oh, really? Okay. And that's for like properties in your same condition as yours and everything, similar properties?
Right. Yeah, similar properties.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because
it's on a half an acre.
Oh, really? Half an acre? Okay. And during the floods, like Harvey or anything, did y'all have any issues?
Heck no.
I gotta ask.
We were there when Camille came through. Camille was worse than Harvey. It set 21 inches of rain in like 10 or 11 hours.
Oh my goodness. That sounds like hell. Wow.
And there's a ditch that runs through the west side of the lot, or east, let's see, it's the west side of the lot, I guess.
Okay.
And it overflowed, but we never ever had any water get in that house.
Really? Okay. Okay. How close did it get? I mean, did it have...
And here in Houston, another way to build great rapport is to bring up floods, since, I mean, everybody knows Houston floods like now. So yeah, it's always a great way to open up conversation, find out if the property flooded first off, and if it didn't, you know, you let them know, oh man, y'all in a great area, you know, y'all are blessed to stay dry during these floods.
At least get up the driveway, or not even like that?
You cross the driveway, but the driveway's lower, you know, when you come into it than it is up at the house.
Got okay.
And I had a long wheelbase Ford crew cab at the time, and the tires, the back tires had about 2 inches of water on them. But other than that, nothing.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, that's good, because I mean, Harvey, I mean, you know, the places that you would have least thought.
Harvey wasn't as bad as Camille.
Really? So was Camille, that was before Alicia, right?
Oh, I'm trying to think. This was in like 2000. Yeah, 2000.
So now we're putting our heads together trying to figure out when the floods were.
The year we moved in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
and we've been there, I don't know, just a couple of months when that one came through. And I thought we were going to have a problem, but we didn't.
Got you. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it looks like y'all are pretty sloped very well and everything. So the drainage must be real good. So that's good. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess what I'll do a little more due diligence on my end, me and my wife. And let me see. I mean, is there any possible way to view the property, or is that kind of impossible with you out of town?
It's going to be impossible right now. I mean, we could come down and open it up and let you look at it at some point.
Okay. Do you guys have any plans of coming down anytime soon, or was that not even on the agenda?
Well,
And real quick, so it took us 3 weeks from this conversation before we were even able to get into the property. So just have to be patient with these sellers. It's always a different situation.
We talked about coming maybe next weekend.
Oh, really? Okay. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, I'll actually, and that's crazy that you said next weekend, because I'll be in the area, because we have a property in Montgomery as well that we're working on. Next week, and we plan on going out there more than likely.
So I wasn't going to be in the area, but I told him I already had plans out there just so he can feel like it's just super convenient, you know, like the universe is lining up. So it's working out perfect. So that was weird.
Yeah, I'm not talking about this weekend. I'm talking about the next weekend.
Oh, okay. Okay. Got you. Got you. Yeah, we can still figure that out. So like the end of the month, basically, the 31st and the 1st.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, I'd love to possibly check the property out. You know, of course, we could practice social distancing.
Yeah, exactly.
And everything. That's what we've been doing. But yeah, I'm definitely interested. I'll just talk to my wife a little bit more about it. And out of curiosity, is there anything that could prevent you all from selling at all? Like, or are y'all for sure, you know, thinking about really taking the leap and selling?
That's a great question, guys and gals. You know, Mr. Seller, you know, is there anything that would prevent you from being able to sell? You know, if we, hypothetically speaking, if we were able to agree on a price, is there anything that would prevent you from selling? Boom.
Well, I mean, I could sell it because, I mean, I got a whole bunch of stuff in that house.
Oh, really? Okay. Okay.
Yeah, all my furniture and everything's still there.
Okay. Okay. And yeah, we can work with you on that as well. You know, we're buying it as is, so you wouldn't have to clean it up, or it doesn't have to even be broom stepped or anything like that, you know. So
okay.
We work with everybody. I understand, you know, part of life is there, you know. So
Right.
it's a process.
Yes, it is.
It's a process. So is there at all a remaining mortgage on the property, or is this paid off?
Yes, there's still a mortgage on that property.
Okay. Do you know about how much ballpark that is at all? Like if you were to throw a number out?
160, 65, somewhere in there, 170, I don't know.
Remember, everybody, if there's an existing mortgage, from the jump, that automatically has to get paid before, or at closing and everything before the seller gets paid. So if there's a $50,000 mortgage and you guys agree to $100,000 at closing, after closing, once the funds are dispersed, the mortgage will get paid off, that 50, and then the seller will walk away with the remaining 50,000, the difference.
I was somewhere back there.
Oh, okay. Got you. Well, yeah, I don't know if you sold a property recently, but the way that would work out, once, we would cover that obviously, and then you would just get the difference, at closing.
Right. Yeah, that's understood.
Yeah, because a lot of people assume they have to pay that off first before they sell the property, and we're like, no, you don't have to do that. So, okay, cool. And, well, do you have a good email address at all, sir? Because I would love to send you and your wife maybe a little information about ourselves, and just so you can, put a face to a voice.
Right.
Okay, awesome. Well, yeah, I'll go ahead and shoot you some information. And would you mind if I maybe drove by the property, just stayed on the street just to visually look at it?
No, it's no problem.
Okay.
Always let them know that, or ask them if I can drive by the property, even though, it's a free country, you can drive by anywhere. I just want them to know how serious I am and that I'm actually getting out of bed, getting out of the house, getting in my car and driving by their property.
Okay.
You're welcome to drive by there.
Okay, I'll actually do that tomorrow with my little girls. We're, obviously school's out and everything, and so we're not too far from you.
No, you're not very far away.
Yeah, so I'll definitely do a little drive-by just to visually see it, and everything. So, if we were to cover all the closing costs, sir, and do it in a timely fashion as is, do you think about, is $250, is that flexible at all, or is that kind of like your base, you and your wife's base?
No, we can be a little flexible.
Okay.
Woo! We could be a little flexible, So yeah, that's a great question. Please go back and rewind and listen to that and jot that down, because that definitely opens them up. And I usually get a lot of price reductions, or at least initial verbal prices reduced by the seller, just by that question.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's good to know. I'll definitely run our numbers. And if we can figure something out, which I'm pretty confident we could, we can get things possibly rocking and rolling.
Already at $250, it's a freaking deal. But as you can see, I was very nonchalant. I didn't want him to know that I was excited about it. So I was like, if we could make this happen, I'm pretty sure we can get things going. But yeah, you never want to jump on it too quick and too excitedly, if that's even a word. But you know what I mean. Because then the seller's going to be like, damn, should I have said a higher price? Or should I reach out to more people? You don't want that to happen.
Okay, well, what would be the best time to call you tomorrow? Is about this time the best time?
Sure, this time works for me.
Okay, so 2 o'clock, and Mr. Doug, and my name is Benjamin, by the way. I do apologize.
Okay.
I don't know if I told you that. Now, do you have a pen and paper, Mr. Doug, where I can give you my direct information?
Yeah, hang on just a second.
You always want to ask them to grab a pen and paper. That way they're actually writing it down. So whenever I hear them rummaging for paper and a pen, that's when I know it's good and that they actually have my number. Because they'll tell you, oh, I'll save your number in my phone. They don't do that, and they'll forget your name. You want to make sure they write it down physically right then and there. Then after that, I always tell them to write, I think I did in this one, Ben the home buyer. So they don't just see, a name, Ben, and then a number. They're going to be like, oh, who was Ben again? It's Ben the home buyer.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, my name's Ben, B-E-N, and my direct phone number, it'll be a different one. I'll give you my direct cell phone. It's
All right.
all right. So, yeah, I appreciate you taking the time out of your day, sir. I know you're busy working up there in Dallas. I'll drive by tomorrow morning, and then I'll give you a shout at 2 o'clock tomorrow, and then we can go from there. All righty?
Okay, you got it.
All right. Did you have any questions at all, Mr. Doug?
No, there won't be any realtors involved, will there?
No, sir. So basically, it's commission free. You know, we don't charge any commissions or anything. There's no fee.
Right.
Nothing crazy like that at all.
Okay, well that helps.
Absolutely. Tell me about it. Yeah, we're just trying to make it a win-win situation and just make it as easy as possible for you guys. All right.
All right.
All righty. Well, if you don't have any other questions, I'll definitely give you a shout tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Okay.
Okay, man, I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a blessed day.
All right, you too. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Woo! So that wraps up the call. Yeah, so that call was, it was 18 minutes, a little longer than usual. Usually my calls range from like 7 to 10 minutes tops. But this one, I just knew I had to really devote a lot of time into it because there's a lot of potential, a lot of motivation there. The price was good. The timeline was good. Condition was in good shape. Usually that's like not a good thing, you know, because we're obviously looking for properties that need some work, but that was just the cherry on top. But yeah, so once we got them under contract, we had our own contractors go out there because remember, we were going to flip it or wholesale it ourselves, just slap some paint on the inside, maybe some new floors, countertops, bada bing, bada boom. But we realized we just wanted to, you know, we could be in and out and still make 50. I mean, it's still a win, you know. We would have made more, probably in the 60s or so, but we were just wanting to be in and out, quick little check, quick decent check and move on. So we then had 2 buyers go by, and yeah, luckily one of those 2 buyers really wanted to buy the property and they purchased it. And they're actually local in the area. He ran a construction business, which is great. You know, low cost rehab, and then she was a broker, I think, and everything. So that worked out perfect. We were able to close, and it took like three weeks, I think, maybe even a month, but it was very quick. You know, the sellers left everything that they didn't want, and there was a lot, and we donated quite a bit as well. And yeah, it was just a win-win situation for everybody. So the numbers, let's get into the actual deal breakdown, okay guys? All right, so initially on the call, you know, you heard him say 250, that he was flexible. He was $20,000 flexible. So we were able to price drop him another $20,000, and we got him under contract for $230,000. So we're at $230,000. We backdoor sold it for $280,000. All right. ARV was like in the low 400s or high 300s. I don't even know exactly, honestly. We just know that that's what cash buyers are willing to pay. You know, ARV is important. You know, the 70% rule is important, but at the end of the day, it really just depends what a cash buyer is willing to pay for a property. So luckily, fortunately for us, that cash buyer was able to pay $280,000, which netted us a whopping $50,000. So quick little assignment deal. Yeah, I hope I explained everything thoroughly. I hope y'all enjoyed the call. If you like this kind of content, definitely subscribe first off and turn that notification bell on. But write in the comments, you know, what you like about it. If you want me to go in depth about something else more specific regarding that call or our wholesale deals. You know, I just want to provide as much value as possible. You know, while at the same time, obviously trying to grow my channel, you know, so I can reach more people, more individuals and everything. All right. But yeah, if you have questions, write them in the comments. Go subscribe right now. And till next time, I will see y'all later. Stay productive and keep hitting those phones for real, because that deal is going to come for sure. All right. Talk to you later. Peace.